Evita, this is feedback for your interim submission for the hotel project. The interim submission assessment criteria, we're looking at identifying the concept, explanatory annotation on your presentation, the planning being the sort of big thing, visual explanation of your design proposal, and the materials, finishes and products that you're selecting at this stage for the project. Looking at your main mood board, I don't see what the main idea, the main concept is, but certainly it has helped you generate quite a few selections and finishes, and I suppose a sort of general sort of mood of the interior that comes across in the sort of 4 sheets where you've got a collection of your sketch illustrations and some photographic images of aspects that you want to try and incorporate into the space. And again, some of your wee sketches are kind of indicative of what you're hoping to achieve, although I'm not sure which area is which. I can work out where the reception area is based on the desk, but the other 3 I'm not overly sure as to where these are. A wee bit of annotation there might have been useful. Hopefully the application and use of these materials, finishes and products will become more evident when you start to work on sectional elevations through the building, illustrating where they are, and also once I imagine you get to your finished visual illustrations as well. I'm just having a wee look at your plans now, so I'm looking at the ground floor area where you have your reception area just as you come straight in the door, and then the lobby area with a mixture of seating. I don't think you've got an illustration to show me how you're thinking that's going to look, although I think I've just worked out where is it a fireplace and bookcases potentially with your hanging chairs. The only issue you might have with that is that that is a window wall on the left hand side of the building, so you need to maybe have a wee rethink about where you actually place the fireplace. You do have other walls within that area that you'll be able to put it in. You've retained the existing fire escape route and which are stairs up to the first floor, but you will remember that you had to go through a door to access those, because those are actually part of the fire exit stairs through the whole building. So you'll need to block off at the back of the reception area those stairs, so there's a safe passage out of the building and away from fire. Now looking at the first floor, you'll find I've put quite a few lots of kind of question marks, mainly because there's big areas which look as if they're maybe allocated to circulation, and at scale 1 to 100, I mean they may be 3 metres, 2.5, 3 metres wide, so something to have a look at. Again, I think your bar seems rather large for the area, and again there's big areas of circulation within the restaurant space, and then you've got your small winter garden area which seems sort of crammed into the corner. So I think there's a wee bit of or a big bit of planning to be sort of looked at. What I'm keen we don't have is just a furniture layout, and at the moment it looks just like a furniture layout. I'd like to really think about making compartmentalising areas, creating a restaurant space, creating a bar space, and really thinking about how these spaces operate and function. And again, this is where maybe looking at case studies or looking at how other hotels function could be sort of used. But I think the planning in this instance needs a fair bit of work to allow you to then introduce the details and the features that you've illustrated in your other slides. Thank you.